Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Today on Life's Biggest Questions, we are going to talk about the Japanese urban legend Teke Teke and what would happen if it was not just an urban legend, but a real being. Don't forget to show this channel some love, subscribe, and let us know in the comments below a question you have always wanted to know the answer to. Teke Teke is a Japanese urban legend about a monster who makes strange sounds as it pursues its victims. The Teke Teke was once a young woman who fell on a railway and was subsequently cut in half by an approaching train. After this, it took quite some time for her to die, and so when she did, she turned into a vengeful spirit, otherwise known to the Japanese as Onryo. She travels around Japan and moves around by dragging her upper torso with her claw-like hands. As she does this, the sound of the clacking of her claws resembles Teke Teke, which is how she got her name. Teke Teke has long black hair that covers her face, which ranges from being disfigured to being beautiful, depending on the story. Legend has it that if Teke Teke finds anyone at night that isn't traveling fast enough to escape her, she slices them in half by the torso, mimicking what happened to her with the train. There are multiple versions of the Teke Teke legend, but one of the most compelling goes like this. Following World War II, a female office worker was assaulted and raped by American military personnel in Muroran, Hokkaido. Stricken with misery, she jumped off a bridge onto a railroad track, but an oncoming train hit her and sliced her in half. It was extremely cold that night, and so her blood vessels contracted, which prevented her from bleeding out and dying. Still alive, she crawled to a train station where there was an attendant whom she asked for help, but instead of helping her, he covered her with a tarp and left her to die a slow, painful death. The Teke Teke is similar to another Japanese urban legend known as Kuchisake Onna, the slit-mouthed woman, as well as the story of Kashima Reiko, another woman who was assaulted in a bathroom and lost her legs. All are vengeful ghosts, women whose purpose is to torment and kill the living. So why does the Teke Teke want to cut people in half? The exact reason isn't certain. Some say she's looking for her lost legs. Some say she is angry because no one helped her when she was dying. There have been films made about the Teke Teke by Koji Shiraishi. Japanese children tell the story to each other as a warning to not walk home alone late at night. The Teke Teke is said to chase children who play at dusk. She's also known to frequent train stations. She cuts people in half with a scythe or a saw, turning them into one of her own. So now that you know a little about Teke Teke, let's talk about what would happen if she was real. According to legend, 3 days after hearing about Teke Teke, you will see her, either in a dream, in a phone call, or in person. If this ended up being true, Teke Teke would be a story rarely told, except by people who don't believe in ghost stories. There would be a ban on talking about Teke Teke to prevent the spread of her story, but like with the case of many things, tell someone not to do something and they'll probably do it anyway. Because Teke Teke is known for chasing children at dusk, curfews would be in place. Children would have to be picked up and dropped off from school, and no one would be allowed to walk around the streets after sunset. There are many train stations in Japan, all of which would likely have to be closed down. Like Kuchisake Onna, it is impossible to get away from or defeat Teke Teke. The monster is incredibly fast and can travel at speeds of up to 150 kilometers per hour. That being said, it is possible to survive an encounter with her, as long as you don't run away. She will ask you a riddle that you will have to respond to with the correct answer. She will say, "Do you need your legs?" To which you have to answer, "I need them right now." She will then ask, "Who told you my story?" To which you must respond, "Kashima Reiko." Ka as in Muz, Shi as in death, Ma as in demon, Rei as in ghost, and Ko as in accident. Say this response without mistakes and there is a chance that Teke Teke will let you go. The Teke Teke story is believed to have originated as a way for parents to scare children into avoiding walking home alone at night. Another purpose of the story could be to prevent people from treating others badly, as Teke Teke rose again as a vengeful ghost who was treated so badly by humanity that she died a painful death. Moral of the story, be nice to others, or they might come back as a vengeful ghost and chop you in half. Sound good? For now, I'm Charlotte Dobre and you've been watching Life's Biggest Questions. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love our playlist, Biggest What Ifs, clickable on the screen right now. As always, make sure notifications are turned on by clicking the bell, and we'll see you in the next video.